Oh, you
So
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
before we leave, since we don't did the giving out of the information, I always ask my guests to leave the listeners with something encouraging. So, Elijah, what's your encouraging thought for tonight as we close?
I think just going back to the topic that we talked about. For the men who are listening, uh, just always know there's no shame or there's no weakness in getting help. If you're not okay, don't let the stigma of thinking that it's weak that you talk to somebody or you try to reach out and get help stop you from doing that. You can still be a man. You can still be masculine, and at the same time, you can still get help too because that's something we all need along the way. None of us can go through this journey on our own. And honestly, why would you? It's always better to have the help of other people when you can get it. So, if you're whatever you're going through, know that there are people out there who can help you be the best version that you can be. Like I said earlier, that's one of the jewels on your journey is finding those people who help inspire you to be your optimal self. So, don't let the stigma of, you know, it's being weak to get help or anything like that stop you. No, you can still be who you are as a man, but at the same time, get the help you need so that you can be the man that you are meant to be. Because we all have a purpose. Both men and women, but especially as men, definitely don't be afraid to seek help and know that there are people out there who want to see you win, who want to see you succeed. And like Sister Angela said, we all are our brother's keepers. So definitely let's look out for one another and just continue to uplift each other because, as Booker T. Washington said, if you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. So definitely, that's my nugget that I'd like to leave everyone for tonight.
Hmm.
Well, thank you for that. And Mr. BD?
So we're gonna elaborate a little bit on what Mr. Lewis just said, but I'm gonna quote something from Lao Tzu. Um, and I quote: "The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step."
Yes, there you go. Yes.
So, in saying that, the emotional, the emotional us men, being us men, the emotional spectrum is a human experience. We as men are not. We're not exempt from that. If we're going to be the men, if we're going to be the men of standard, the men that can stand up in any season, we're gonna have to be able to embrace the emotional spectrum, the entire emotional spectrum, and all of its nuances, all of its happiness, all its ugliness that goes along with it. If we don't do that as men, there's no growth, there's no progress, there's no there's no man of standard. And I'm not saying to be I'm not saying this to be completely open in everything, but I'm saying it to allow yourself to feel,
Mm.
allow yourself to be, allow yourself to break down, allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to acknowledge when you're not feeling well emotionally or mentally. And as I said before, that quote from Lao Tzu, it starts with one step. That one step becomes two, two becomes three, and so forth. As long as you're taking those steps, forward steps. Now it doesn't. Now taking backward steps is a thing. So you can't take 5 steps backward to go 2 steps forward. That's a thing. It's not a bad thing. But as long as you're moving forward, you're okay. That's mine. That's what I got for you.
Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me on tonight. I appreciate you guys so, so much. And I want you guys to come back anytime you want to and share